So now, as you probably know, this is Pat Hand here, owner and founder of Dancing Moon Travel. We have been around since 2008. We've been here to serve our clients long before COVID, during COVID, and we will be here post-COVID to take care of our clients and service their needs. And Kevin, you've been with, I think we're over 11 years now, aren't we?
I don't know. I started when I was 20.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and I was about 23, maybe. Uh, don't we wish? But I wish I'd found this business back when I was young like that. How much fun I missed out on in those dry, stuffy, boring law offices I worked in all those years. But anyway, Kevin's coming to us from Dublin, Ireland, where he moved a couple of years ago, which makes us an international operation now. And we're excited that you could join us today. Finally, after our technical issues, we appreciate you hanging in. And I just want to issue a little notice about next week. You're going to want to stay tuned here today because at the end of today's broadcast, I am going to have some news about a very special guest who's joining us next week, somebody very near and dear to us here at Dancing Moon Travel, and he will entertain folks, I guarantee that. But back to today. We are just starting to emerge from our cocoons based on wherever you are in the U.S. You're at probably at least at stage 1 of recovery, and that looks a little different wherever you happen to be. But we have a number of people who are beginning to make travel plans already for later this year and into next year. I am so glad to see that. I myself am laying down some plans, and we actually we booked a 160-day Viking world cruise a couple of weeks back. So that indicates a pretty good level of confidence when people are ready to jump on a world cruise. But thanks again. Yeah.
Just for your information, we're getting more and more people joining us now.
Oh, good. Good to see you. Hey, Jan, you're with us live today. I'm glad to see that. Phyllis, we're always glad to have you on board, and Kathy is a regular with us. So thank you for joining us. Be sure to enter in any questions you have along the way. Kevin will flag me if he sees questions popping up. If I miss it, he will alert me. So we're happy to address questions as we pop along the way. And I think we'll just kind of dive in here. And as we're moving forward with travel this year, safety is, of course, still top of mind with a lot of people. Some are planning to stick a bit closer to home than what you normally see during the summer. A lot of our travel is international, but we see people wanting to stick a little bit closer to home many times right now as the comfort level evolves. Put off international travel for a little bit longer, and it's appropriate. Everyone needs to listen to that inner voice that tells them what's appropriate for them. We're in the same storm, but we're in different boats, and your situation and mine may be quite different. So it's appropriate for you to listen, and if you're planning on staying closer to home this year, that is fine. We're happy to help you with that. We're doing more domestic travel right now than we have ever done for our clients. In fact, I'll just interject here. We're beginning to offer a new service where we'll plan your entire vacation beginning to end. Maybe you want to stay at bed and breakfast properties, more the vacation for rent by owner properties, things like that. We'll set up your entire itinerary, purchase air tickets, whatever you need, rental cars, anything that you can do to put together your vacation. We'll plan day trips, buy tickets if needed for you. You will pay for those tickets. We will, but for $299, we'll take care of all of your vacation planning arrangements, reservations, whatever's needed. That is a real time saver, folks. And we'll save you any mistakes along the way because we'll have very highly vetted properties, and you will have a seamless and flawless experience if we do that plan. So just remember, we're offering that service. It's brand new for us. We're happy to help people as this situation is beginning to come out of our cocoon a little bit. Um, but one of the options that we're recommending for clients this year who want to have an unforgettable family vacation, perhaps, but you want to stick a little closer to home, is the villa, the private villa vacation option. And we have an exceptional array of fabulous properties all around the world. They're suitable for family vacations, girlfriend getaways, bachelorette parties, family reunions, even weddings, whatever, corporate retreats. All of these properties, there's something for everyone. And we book just fabulous properties all around the world. In fact, we have access to over 3,000 private villas that are scattered around everywhere, anywhere from 1 bedroom to 42 bedrooms. Pricing ranges from like $275 per night up to $50,000 per night for some of these huge sprawling properties. They're estates. They're villas with huge properties. Our providers are bonded, insured. They are safe, carefully vetted. Between stays, they're thoroughly cleaned and sanitized. Even they have all really stepped up the cleaning and sanitizing process between their renters. So really, really a safe option if you want to continue with social distancing, maybe with a few close friends and family members along for the ride. And every property in our villa collection comes with the concierge service. They'll be able to help with any personalized assistance that you need and reservations while you're on site, that sort of thing, special requests. They are there for you, as we are during the course of your stay. And there's really no end to the kind of custom experiences that we're able to arrange for you with stays at these properties. You can choose to have a full staff on board at your property if you want a dedicated chef, butler service, whatever type of thing you want to make your stay with no fuss. You don't have to turn a spatula, so to speak, if you want to have the chef on site for the duration of your stay, or perhaps you just want to bring in a particular chef to come in and do an on-site special dinner for your group while they're there. You don't need a chef every day, but you'd like to have 1 or 2 very special events where they serve you right on staff and they come in and cook for you right there. That's part of what we can arrange. Theme park tickets if you're staying in one of those wonderful areas. Sightseeing, maybe you want a private car or driver, maybe a shuttle bus and driver to take your group out for the day. Maybe you want to rent a charter boat with a captain to serve you and take you out fishing. You might have character experience. I'm just kind of going through some of the things that are possible to do at these villa properties. Why go to a Disney character breakfast where you were there with 1,000 other families enjoying this private event? So have the characters come to you. We could arrange that in the Orlando area where the Disney characters come and provide your own private breakfast cooked on site for you with the characters. Mickey and Minnie can be right there to entertain and act as hosts at your own private breakfast experience. You might want to do a wedding or an engagement party. Now, most of our properties do include daily housekeeping, but as I said, that full service staff is also a possibility and can be arranged, especially many of our properties in areas like Barbados, Jamaica, and other areas of the Caribbean do come fully staffed. So that is a new option, an option for you there as well. But moving on, anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, And good morning again, Jan. Glad to see you live today with us. We appreciate your being here. But we're going to start just looking at the properties. If you want to stay closer to home, you're not wanting to get too far away today. We're going to look at first. Kevin, can you put up that home one on the Orlando area? That is such an impressive. This particular home has 9 bedrooms, sleeps 22 guests. It is just 12 minutes from the Disney theme park. Has its own bedroom, bowling alley, yes, really, racquetball court, home theater, fire pit, this beautiful, beautiful oversized pool. It's almost, folks, like staying in your own private theme park. It's really, it's amazing property. Rates begin at $19.50 a night. This is our but it goes up to about $3,000 a night for high season. But if you consider this property, consider this, yes, it could be $2,000 a night, let's say. But if you bring 6 other couples, 8 other couples, whatever, it's got 9 bedrooms. So divide that up, and it really, you can stay at this private property for about the same cost of a nice hotel if you share the expense with friends. Yeah, imagine the pool party that you could have at this beautiful, beautiful property. Um, it could be, let's say, as low as $250 a night if you divide that between several couples. We have another home in the Orlando area. This one is a little more modest. If you can say modest and still have 9 bedrooms, this does accommodate up to 20 guests. And these next 5 images show us the exterior, the beautiful pool, the this living area on this. Who's ready to jump in? I could do that right now too. But we have a beautiful living area, 2 themed bedrooms that will absolutely wow the youngsters. I mean, they are set up just for the kids. And rates on this begin around $433 a night for low season, and come to about $1,000 a night for some of the most popular dates. Look at that game room. I mean, it really is like having your own private amusement park right on site, and it's just a fabulous way to bring some family members together and enjoy a really, really great time just at a property that is private just for you. Kevin, can we switch over now and let's look at that third home that we came up? Oh, here are those bedrooms I was talking about. The themed bedrooms. Can you imagine what your kids or grandkids, would they love this or what? And do we have a final shot of that other bedroom, Kevin? I'm not sure where we are in line with our. That may be it for this, but could you just imagine what your kids and grandkids would say about family memories? Maybe you want to do this over Christmas or New Year's or something. Unforgettable. Kevin, let's switch over now to that property over in Steamboat Springs. This is actually a duplex property, but if you get it's in the Colorado Rockies, Steamboat Springs, beautiful area, great summer or winter, great for skiing, and 8 bedrooms, 24 guests if you get the whole property. And it offers a pool table, hot tub, incredible mountain location, and this is beautiful summer or winter. You're right in the ski areas there, so you can ski right in. And 8 bedrooms, 24 people, and it's another great. the 8 bedrooms, by the way, all en suite. So this is a fabulous property to consider for group travel because every couple would have their own bedroom. So fabulous. Now, anybody out there who might be ready to, hey, Cheryl, glad to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, and 1,000 nights for a family. That's right, Jan. Less than the cost of a cruise. So these can be very, very cost effective, and just an amazing way to do a very unusual vacation, uh, and kind of uh, maybe at a slower pace. You don't feel, and you can really do your own pace with these things. Um, Anybody think you might be ready to venture out a little further from home? We have access, as I said, these properties are all over the world. If you name a destination, chances are that we have something where you want to go. Um, we just have access to properties all around the world. And by the way, I do want to just insert that I'm showing you some really elaborate, kind of this wow factor homes here. We do have many, many homes that are much more modest than this. If you need 2, 3, or 4 bedrooms, we can certainly accommodate those size properties. Charming properties, a little more intimate, great amenities. So that is throughout all of our villa properties offer great amenities and service. So don't think that you have to go with something with 9 or 10 bedrooms, because we can definitely provide much smaller properties if you have more modest needs. Now, here's some of our international properties. Lake Como in Italy. This home is right on the lake. It's beautiful setting in the lake region of Italy. I'm focused on this a little bit on some of the more out of the way, off the beaten track areas. Everybody wants to is going for Rome and Florence, Venice. I'm kind of focusing on these 3 international properties, something a little more out of the way, where you can do a little better at the social distancing thing, because I know that is top of mind for everybody these days. So we've got this beautiful property in Lake Como. Um, and Kevin, if you want to put up that slide for Maui, this is an example of one of the properties we have for Maui. Isn't that breathtaking? While Hawaii is as yet not quite ready to welcome visitors, they're headed that direction. So it won't be long. I would say by definitely this fall and into the winter months, when you're ready to escape from the ice and snow, uh, Hawaii will be ready at that point to welcome visitors. And folks, they have done very well through the coronavirus. They've had a much lower incident rate than many areas of the country, and that's part of the reason that they're being so cautious right now. Is they want to make sure that when travelers come in, that we are in fact past the state of infection where they have to worry about people much carrying in the virus. But this is a beautiful, beautiful property, and if you've ever been to Maui, you know that it's just an incredible destination. And Kevin, I think we have one more property to show. This one is actually in the Burgundy region of France, in the countryside there, near the wine region. Great opportunity to explore. And one of the things that you find with getting out of the major cities, you find in these areas that you have a real opportunity to have a more authentic experience and immerse yourself in the destination far more easily than you might find if you were to go with sticking just to the big cities of Paris and London and so forth. So it's a great way to just plug into the culture and really enjoy an authentic experience where you feel part of that culture and they're exploring the real France and say the Cotswolds in England. But all of these areas, if you get outside the big cities, that's not necessarily a bad thing to do. And even when things get back to normal, once you've been to Paris, that doesn't mean you've seen all of France. It's great to get outside of the big cities and look at some of these more charming outlying regions. So uh, finally, one more piece of advice when you are booking your next vacation, and I'm making a point of this every time we come on board with you. Thank you for being here with us again. But I love this. Yeah, Maui is fabulous. You're right, Jan. Um, I hear somebody saying, let's get a group together and go. We could do that too. But when you're booking your vacations, um, don't go it alone. Do not book direct with providers. Do not book um, with these online travel takers, these order processors, because folks, when the chips are down, this day and age, you want the security of knowing that someone has your back. And if you book through a legitimate, professional, certified travel advisor, we will have your back, whether that's Dancing Moon Travel or some other provider of your choice. Just be sure that you don't try to go it alone, because if something happens, you do want somebody who can help you when the chips are down, and we will do that. Um, I've just read some really bad stories. We actually had somebody who was due to when everything got locked down. They were scheduled a pretty complex trip with uh, flights and a land portion of the stay. They were going to be in Hawaii for a week on land, and then they were taking the cruise. So there was a lot to their trip, scheduled to leave in 2 days. Um, you can imagine what the phone lines are like. They would have had to contact multiple providers had they not had us on board. We contacted multiple providers and took care of all of it for them. They had a 2-minute telephone conversation with me. They weren't out there scrambling on their own, having to call multiple people and spend 6 or 8 or more hours on hold. And I know that some of these airlines and travel providers like FunJet and Delta and all of those, they had hold times, sometimes in excess of 10 hours to get through. So, and then you could get cut off. If you have a travel advisor, that's on us and not on you. You have a 2-minute phone call. So folks, just a word to the wise, use a travel advisor for your travel plans. We will be there for you when you need us. And now, finally, our announcement about next week. You do not want to miss out on this when we come back next week. We may have a change of time, so stay tuned on that. Our good friend, Captain Lou Edwards, is going to be on board with us next week when we come back to join you. Lou is known by everybody who is anybody in the travel industry. Everybody knows Lou. He has such, he's one of those rare people who is not, he is a character and he has character. I admire him so much. I have learned at his feet for years, and we've got him coming on board to join us next week. So I hope you can join us for that. Who knows where that conversation is going to lead us? You never know with Lou where this take off, and who knows where it'll go, but it will definitely be fun. There will definitely be stories, and there will certainly be great information. So I hope you can join us for that. Lou is always fun and always just a fantastic person. I admire him and I know him, and he will have a lot to share with us. But thanks again, everybody, for joining us for another Facebook Live. We're so glad you could be here with us, and we appreciate it so much. Let people know if you get a chance that this will be up on our Facebook pages. They can still check in and see this later if they weren't able to join us live. But this is Pat and Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Saying goodbye for now. Your luxury travel advisors with Dancing Moon Travel, where we choreograph dreams. Thanks, everybody.